This is your 420 Radio News for Monday, November 4th, 2013. I'm Russ Belville. Marijuana Initiative gets another big out-of-state donor, a social do-gooder sex marketeer. From OregonLive.com. New Approach Oregon, the group promoting marijuana legalization, has snagged another big out-of-state donor. Philip Harvey, who runs the world's largest mail-order business for sexual merchandise, contributed $50,000 to the group, joining billionaires George Soros and Peter Lewis in helping to back the legalization drive. According to Mother Jones magazine, Harvey is not your typical purveyor of pornography. Instead, Harvey created Adam and Eve to fuel his nonprofit arm, which funds family planning programs around the world. This now makes a total of over $132,000 dedicated to New Approach Oregon over the past week. Marijuana market poised to grow faster than smartphones, from Huffington Post. Legal marijuana is among the fastest growing markets in the United States, and it's growing at a rate poised to outpace the expansion of the global smartphone market, according to a new report obtained exclusively by the Huffington Post. Researchers surveyed hundreds of medical cannabis retailers, processors, dispensary owners, and industry leaders over the course of 6 months this year, and estimated that more than $1.43 billion worth of legal marijuana will be sold in 2013. The report also predicts that figure to grow by 64% to $2.34 billion next year. By comparison, recent figures show the smartphone market expanded by 46% from 2012 to 2013. The report predicts that 14 more states will legalize marijuana for recreational adult use in the next 5 years, creating a potential $10.2 billion cannabis market by 2018. More than 100 recreational marijuana shops in line to open in Colorado, from the Denver Post. Colorado could have more than 100 recreational marijuana stores open January 1st, according to newly released numbers from the state's Marijuana Enforcement Division. The division, which oversees Colorado's regulation of marijuana businesses, accepted 136 applications in October from people seeking to open recreational pot shops. The division also accepted 28 applications for recreational marijuana-infused products businesses and 174 applications for recreational cultivation facilities. By law, all of the applications came from people currently operating medical marijuana businesses in Colorado. But the tallies represent just a fraction of the state's medical marijuana industry. Application fees for new recreational marijuana businesses start at $500, and licensing fees range from $2,750 to $14,000, depending on the types of business and other factors. District poised to be next to decriminalize pot, with legalization on horizon, from Fox News. The nation's capital is poised to decriminalize marijuana, with some activists pushing for the city to legalize, tax, and regulate the drug, as Colorado and Washington state have recently done. The democratically controlled city council appears ready to approve a bill that would decriminalize the possession of small amounts of pot, with 10 of the 13 members having signaled their support. And Democratic Mayor Vincent said last month that he supports such a measure and could sign it into law as early as January. Supporters of the change point in part to a recent American Civil Liberties Union finding that blacks were 8 times more likely than whites to be arrested in Washington, D.C. in 2010. The bill would decriminalize possession of less than 1 ounce of pot. While potential fines haven't been finalized, Democratic Council member Tommy Wells, the bill's lead sponsor, is considering $25. That would be lower than the civil fines in any state except Alaska, which has none. Asian migrants, 75% of those jailed for cannabis cultivation in Ireland, from the Irish Times. Asian immigrants, many claiming trafficking or exploitation, make up 75% of those going to prison for large-scale cannabis cultivation in Ireland. An analysis of sentencing data from cases coming before Dublin Circuit Criminal Court shows that over the last 2.5 years, 2/3 of these immigrants claimed some form of exploitation or maltreatment, but that all 24 went to prison, with an average sentence of 3 years. In contrast, most non-Asian defendants were given suspended sentences, with only 8 out of 25 going to prison. The average amount that Asian immigrants were convicted of cultivating in the period analyzed was 384,000 euros, compared to 61,000 euros for non-Asians. This has been your 420 Radio News for Monday, November 4th, 2013. I'm Russ Belville. When we come back, we go behind the headlines to take a look at a legislative bill in the state of Maine to legalize in 2014 and how the medical marijuana industry destroyed it. You're listening to The Russ Belville Show on 420radio.org. We'll be right back.